Beep, 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 beep. All that's new and approved from the Jester. Hello, how are we? Okay, we've got an important one today. I'm going to move that slightly so I feel a bit more centralised. We've got an important one today, so I need you to get this out there. If you can share it, I'd be really grateful. Do the usual, subscribe, buy me a coffee, blah, blah, blah. Right? So, but it's an important one. So if you can get it out there, I'd be grateful. I've done a Substack to go with this, so there's more information in the Substack and the links to the Twitter and the things that are going on. So I think it's quite important that, if possible, you can please share this video. I'd be very grateful. So just click share and put it on Twitter or Facebook or wherever you want to put it, or email it to organisations or groups that you know, so that we can get this message out there. I came across a Twitter account run by what's called the Women's Rights Network Stockport. Stockport is a town near Manchester. I think this is both Stockport and Manchester. There's two of them, the Women's Rights Network Stockport and the Women's Rights Network Manchester. I've met some of these women, they're wonderful women. They love a glass of wine too. We like these women, right? So they put out a tweet, and I think it's important that we engage with this if we can, which is why I'm asking you to share this video. We've got a problem in Stockport with schools, and I suggest that it's probably across Manchester, but it certainly happened with Stockport. And as it says in the tweet here, Stockport have, they previously dismissed concerns on transgender ideology in schools, and they're asking what are they going to do about it. All of this is, all you need is on the Substack, so you can verify what I'm telling you and then use this to whatever end you need to. They've signed up, and they've signed up with the Proud Trust. Now, the Proud Trust, in case you don't know who they are, invented the dice game, which is where you made a little cardboard dice. It arrives like a crucifix, and you put it together, and on each part of the dice was a different part of the body, and you get the kids to sit around and roll the dice and talk about what you can do with a finger up your backside, or a tongue and a backside, or a vagina and an ear, or whatever it was they put on the dice. So they've actually said, we are incredibly excited here, they've said, to be partnered with the Proud Trust, this is Stockport Council, to launch our LGBT pilot in January 2023. It's urgent, this, so please do share so we can get this stopped. The aim is to support schools on their inclusion journey for LGBT plus students, around 20% of our student population. Over 7,000 young people, 20%. Over 7,000 young people identify as part of the LGBT plus community. You don't identify, right? This is how it works. You don't identify. You're either gay, or you're straight, or you're bi, and you like a bit of both, or you've got dysphoria. Nothing else matters, right? So 20%. Get stuffed, right? It's absolute nonsense. You can't tick a box, right, and become gay. Get lost, right? So, recent data has highlighted some very worrying information about the mental well-being. Let's create more victims. Leave them alone. Interfering wazzocks. It's being ranked significantly lower than their peers, right? I know a lot of people who are gay. I know a lot of young people who are gay. The only ones that have a problem with their mental health are the ones who bought this bullshit. So the ones that have bought into gender ideology and queer theory, which Stockport Council are now absolutely pushing along with the Proud Trust, are the ones that have the mental issues. This is iatrogenic. What they are doing is causing the mental health problems. Stop it. You don't know what you're doing. Talk to somebody who does. Right now, in the image that you'll get in the Substack, interestingly, there's an email. Feel free. Okay? Feel free if you would like to just email them and ask them what they're doing. Now, it continues, all schools in Stockport will have the opportunity to be part of the LGBT plus coaching network, in which they will receive peer support, education and resources to ensure LGBT plus in schools is visible and celebrated. That it's affinity group stuff again. What are they doing with this with disability, right? This needs stopping, okay? All students should have access to informed and supportive teachers. Supportive, affirmation. Affirmation, supportive teachers, in an environment where they feel safe. From what? They need to be safe from you. Schools will be supported to set up inclusive LGBT plus ally groups. Here we go, affinity groups. I mean, Stockport, you could do better than this. Yep. Who was it who did this? Somebody called Megan Mayhew. Megan, up your game. And 14 schools will be funded to complete the Rainbow Flag Award. That embeds it right at the heart. The Rainbow Flag Award is a disaster. Right, it embeds it right at the beginning. Now, this is what the Women's Rights Network are attempting to do, is to stop this. So what they've done is, I believe that they have written to every school. We've written to every head teacher in the borough. Do you know, I wish that there was like a Twitter of head teachers, or a group somewhere where all the head teachers for a particular region get together, because I'd like to get in there and talk to them. I'd like to do a session for head teachers and go, right, if you're confused and you want to know about this, here's a session for you, cost you £5, book on Eventbrite, whatever it may be, come see me. Right, and let's just have a conversation about what you think this is and what it actually is. Because I need to sow some doubt in your mind. Just so that you start asking deeper questions than you're currently asking. Because I don't believe any one of the head teachers that has been sort of force-teamed into doing this is a bad person. There's no malice there. You know, you don't get to be a head teacher if you don't give a shit. These people care. Okay, so I really wish there was some way that we could get to them all and say, have a look. Share this video, it might be a start. Right, so what's interesting is they've sent it out. And Stockport Council seem to be absolutely embroiled in this. I bet it's a lefty council as well. It's this ally scheme stuff. It's very worrying right now. On the back of that, Safe Schools Alliance, which again, all the links are available, either in the Dubras on the Substack or it will be in the Substack, are asking the question, do you really want this in your schools? Really? And then they've detailed some of the stuff that's going on in the schools, right? So just to give you an idea, and again, I've stolen this from both Safe Schools Alliance and from the Women's Rights Networks for Stockport and Manchester, so forgive me. I've stuck it in my Substack, but I'm giving you credit. So this is the sort of stuff that's in school. Bodies assigned male at birth. Here we go. The penis, testes and scrotum will increase in size. Pubic hair will go. Body assigned male at birth. They are disgusting. Bodies assigned female at birth. That's what it's saying. Right? Suggest which hormones he may have taken to help get pregnant and carry his child. And then the final thought in that particular session from the Rainbow Flag Award is, how could we change the language used surrounding puberty and sex hormones to be more inclusive of others? It's pure queer theory and gender ideology. Absolutely there. Absolutely there. Right? Then they've got links, curriculum links. Hormones and human reproduction, which can be found, coordination and control. This is the stuff that's going for Key Stage 4 and above. And then they do a whole thing about what's called the Seahorse Dad and encourage them to debate the accessibility of hormones on the NHS. This is pure gender ideology and queer theory, again under the banner of critical social justice, and it's being taught to children. Gillian Keegan doesn't give a screw, by the way, and she's the education person. She doesn't believe any of it. She doesn't believe it. She just doesn't believe that this is happening, but actually it is happening. So, yeah. You need to take a look, and I will put all the links in for you so that you can understand exactly what's going on. So Safe Schools Alliance have done a brilliant job of analysing some of this. It's deeply, deeply worrying. I mean, at the centre of all this is the idea that you can change your body and the idea that you've got a gendered soul. It's incredibly dangerous. That's the only way to describe it. And it's now happening across Stockport. And I believe that will obviously mean it's happening across Manchester. And something needs to give. So please do take a look at it. They've got a guide for parents who wish to complain. They've got a guide for people who wish to complain. So please do take a look. And share it. Okay, so we need to stop this. The schools are in trouble. They're listening to these people who know little or nothing about any of this, other than that they want to inculcate gender ideology and queer theory into your children, and they're going to do so come hell or high water. And the only thing that stands in their way are parents. I'm not a parent. I can't do anything. Right? If the parents can get the head teachers to listen to me, I'll talk to the head teachers and explain to them where I'm coming from. But it's you parents that are going to have to do this. You've got to get off the bench. And I know you're busy. I know you are. I know that things are hard and tough. I know that you've got a lot going on, but if you're a parent or a teacher, yes, right, parent or teacher that's concerned about this, for God's sake, speak up. I know it's hard, but the parents are the first line of defense. You've got to start understanding what this is, and you've got to begin saying no. I've never met a better argument in my life for homeschooling. Never. Separate institutions may be the only way to go. Anyway, this is quite a serious one, so I'll leave it at that for today. Take a look at the Substack. The information's in there. I've got links to Safe Schools Alliance, links to the Women's Rights Network for Manchester and Stockport. Please support these women in attempting to get the message out to parents that what we have in schools and being pushed by councils is a dangerous cabal of queer theory and gender ideology nutcases who are influencing others who don't understand what it is they're being influenced about. Hanlon's razor. Never put down to wickedness what you can put down to stupidity. Anyway, I'll leave it to you. I've got lots to do. I'll see you later. Have a great day.